further in front.
Watch how the great Andre Agassi got his racket low and swung from low to high.
Learn to swing from your shoulder rather than your forearm. The goal is to extend your safety zone so it will allow you to be off your timing but still be effective. A good drill is to stand at the baseline at the end of the alley and practice swinging for the full length of the alley, which will help you extend your safety zone. Andre Agassi hit with 2 hands, but his backhand was superb because he had a long follow through, which meant a safer safety zone.
I think it's important to watch when Agassi hits his backhand, how he uses his shoulder, only one joint. He doesn't have a wrist flick, he doesn't have a forearm flick. Keep an eye on that backhand. Watch the skeleton of Agassi as he hits that great backhand of his. Low to high, come up from the shoulder. You know, Kim Kleister is a wonderful person and a great player. Her record is just stupendous. But listen to what Coach John has to say about her follow-through.
Notice how Kim Kleister hits the ball, but her follow-through is much shorter than Feather's.
You know, Dr. Crotty's study at UCLA shows that if you film from the back, learning is about 33% greater. And that's what we do for all of our junior coaches when they're coaching adults and other juniors. And if you listen to what Cynthia has to say, when you film from the back, you get a pretty good tip about 3 segments.
With the backhand, with filming from the back, you want to be able to see 3 frames. 1 when you hit, 2, 3. You could wrap it, but don't wrap it too early or else you'll lose steps going into the net.
I don't know if you ever thought your knuckles would be very important, but Coach Devin will show you they're very important to hit a backhand and go on target.
Your knuckles are going to be your guide for your one-handed backhand. Make sure them tracking all the way out towards your target.
Sarah, don't you know what time it is?
Oh yeah, it's time for some backhand quick tips.
Practice getting the racket low by your knees so you can swing low to high and inside out.
When hitting a backhand, you have to hit towards your target for at least 3 frames. And as you know, Roger Federer hits for 5 frames. That's a lot for hitting towards your target for that long.
When you're hitting your backhand, try to keep your knuckles pointing to the target as long as you can, like this. And that's a perfect backhand. You have to follow the ball into the strings without jerking your head. When you're running, your eyes jiggle, so try to get to the ball early.
When you hit your backhand, it's usually around the center of gravity, is it near your belly button. And you want to be going up with your center of gravity. And we did some research that they usually say that to stay down with the ball, but the pros usually follow their racket swing up.
For both the two-handed and one-handed backhand, the steps are you pull back fast to hit the ball on the rise, you step in, then for the two-handed, you make contact about your front foot, and for the one-handed, you make contact about 1 thumb and a pinky's length at the elbow, about right there.
People have great difficulty bending their knees, so you want to learn how to use a bench. Coach Isabel, Coach Adrian, Coach Diego show you how to use a bench to do a 3-point landing, how to sit on the bench and make your foot go forward, how to come off the bench and go forward and upward with your swing.
When hitting your backhand, keep your head down at the impact point until you finish your follow-through.
Coach Brenda, when she's working with her students, she understands the need for the right grip, so she is very careful with her students to explain it so there's no misunderstanding, because proper grips really produce proper stroke.
Okay, so remember this like Western grip? Oh, yeah. This is like, since there's 8 frames, 1, 2, 3, yeah, around. You hold
grip. For right-handers, you begin counting from the top and go to the right. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This is the iPort. When its inventor, Dr. Lieberman, tested large numbers of people, the majority saw objects closer than they actually were.
You know, the junior coaches were asked, after taking the class and learning all the things they could from our wonderful mentors, to look at some adult women players and make criticisms or make an analysis of their strengths and their weaknesses. And they were very, very accurate. Let's see if you can pick out strengths and weaknesses of these women hitting a backhand. It doesn't matter how old you are. You still have to work on basic fundamentals, whether you're hitting a forehand or a backhand.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
The Junior Tennis Ambassadors would like to thank the following people and organizations for their support: Ron Simon Family Foundation, the Santa Ana City Recreation Department and Mayor Miguel Pulido, the United States Tennis Association, the Abby McCall family, and the David Kramer family. Your support is deeply, deeply appreciated.
We would like to start this program around the world. Though the information on the site is free, we'll be accepting any donations from people that we have helped. We have staff to add and computers to buy. If you are interested in making a donation of any size, you can send it to the address below. We thank you.